NPCs are one of the most important aspects of any RPG game's world. No matter how beautiful or vast a world is, without people living in that world, it's just empty and pointless. The country of Skyrim, from the Elder Scrolls V, is a place defined by its NPCs, and it has given us many iconic characters, like Bolgraf the Greater, Lydia, Cicero, Mjol the Lioness, Ulfric Stormcloak, Nazim.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Your son chose his side.
Or everyone's favorite goth vampire babe, Serana. We all have a favorite NPC. The people across Skyrim are what gives us, as the player, purpose. But what if I told you that you should play without them? I mean, completely remove every NPC from the game. Yes, I know how it sounds, but think about this. In spite of how iconic Nazim's stuck-up dialogue has become, he and all of the other NPCs are limited by a handful of dialogue options. And once you've used all of them, they go back to repeating things they've already said before. Many times, once you complete a quest for an NPC, they have almost nothing to offer after that. Even if you get married, your NPC spouse only has a handful of unique dialogue options, based on the fact that you are now a union. The characters in Skyrim are heavily limited by the fact that this is a game, and an older game at that. But there's a way to fix that problem. There is now a way to have a far more immersive Skyrim experience than ever before. This is Keizaal Online, a modded multiplayer roleplay server for Skyrim that released about a month ago, where every NPC in the game has been removed and replaced by other players. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of other players. Every traveler, every guard, every homeless skooma-addicted tweaker on the side of the road.
I mean, if you need potions, you know, I'll be around.
Oh, skooma potion? Skooma potion?
You want skooma?
No.
Yes, yes, yes,
No,
please,
Fire, you
please.
said you wouldn't. Fire, you said you wouldn't.
Please,
You can't.
please, please.
Fire,
Give it to
please.
me, please.
They're all real people. Now, I'll admit, I was skeptical of this when I started seeing clips online about this. A few weeks ago, I decided that I'd download the mods myself and join their community to see if, number one, it actually functioned, considering how Todd Howard's masterpiece is already very buggy and not made with multiplayer in mind, let alone having as many players as an MMO, and secondly, whether or not the game was actually immersive. And more importantly than that, if the game is actually fun with other players. I've never experienced roleplay in a video game before, so I didn't really know what to expect. And what I ended up experiencing was shocking. Meet Vike Veluthil, an Altmer alchemist from the Somerset Isles. He was once an intern at a Thalmor field office, until he became the patsy for a skooma trafficking operation and was exiled. He's come to Skyrim to find a new beginning, and hopefully fulfill his dream of opening an alchemy store. This is my character. So the first thing I did after character creation was I spawned in Riften, and pretty quickly realized that this was going to be a strange experience for me. I wasn't really sure what to expect. Again, I've never been a part of a roleplay server or anything like that before, so I felt a little uncomfortable. Like, when you play Skyrim normally, or any RPG game, when you interact with NPCs, you just click on them, and scroll through a list of developer-curated dialogue options. But here there was a sense of unfamiliarity. Everyone is real, meaning there's an infinite number of dialogue options. But it also means that I have to talk to people. I decided to ask some gentlemen outside Riften for directions, which got me involved in a much longer conversation with various travelers and a priest about the political state of the Hold. I was only in the server for a few minutes at this point, and I was already being told all about the politics and the conflicts brewing across the country.
The cultists are gonna be at full power.
I've not seen these cultists yet.
Neither have I, and I never wished to.
One of the guys in the group was an Argonian, and he was doing an Argonian voice.
I see, far away from home.
Yes, very. It's a long story.
Yes, we all have a story, of course. It's good to see you here, though, my friend.
I quickly realized just how serious the roleplay aspect of this server actually was. I decided to make my way to Whiterun to see what was going on there. For my first session, I didn't really go out of my way to interact with anyone. I mostly just observed what other people were doing. There was an injured man warning about an attack outside the city. There were bards performing. There were merchants and shopkeepers running businesses, some of which had long lines.
That sounds good to me. Oh, sorry, there's a line behind. Sorry about that.
It's all good, take your time.
Not too much time. Oh my God. You're gorgeous. Sorry.
Well, thank you.
Awkward. No, I just wanted to make a compliment. People call me inbred a lot, so I don't like.
They call you what?
Knock on. They call me inbred because my parents are first cousins. Only 30%.
No, I can't imagine why they would say that to you.
I thought
Someone
you
asked.
your name was...
I even witnessed a rap battle. I'm using the term rap battle very loosely when I describe this interaction.
Real Whiterun shit.
Oh, your mum said you're ugly. Your nose as big as your sword.
Go on.
I got nothing. I've got nothing. I'm out. I'm
You
out.
lost. Your
Take
life
the
is
walk of
forfeit.
shame,
Kill
my
him.
friend. You have lost.
Alright, I get to kill him, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
He fled with a jog out of Whiterun Hold.
Oh, you scared him away, did ya? Damn drunks. Seriously,
I
they're
scared
ruining
him
this
away
step.
with my golden flow.
These damn drunkards,
Yeah,
I tell you.
he's going
They're
flying
ruining our
air.
beautiful Whiterun.
Also, I like how the music they were using was just a modern hip-hop beat. It made me laugh. In spite of the goofiness, everyone remained in character and showed that they were able to enjoy themselves and not take everything too seriously. I ended up visiting the Bannered Mare, where I listened to some bards perform their set list. Everyone in the tavern actually stopped talking and just listened to the performances. After they finished, I ordered some food, and the few people who stayed got into a conversation about the Whiterun economy. Yes, I kid you not, we were talking about the economy.
I've compared it. We actually have the cheapest prices, like because of the farmland. So they've got other stuff to offer.
So
and it's not about who's got the cheapest or this and that. It's just that's what we provide it for.
Yeah. What would you guys strike deals with the farms? I'm assuming, then the farms just bring you guys shipments.
I wish life was that easy, but no. And I'm not rich before you ask. I'm probably worse off than most adventurers, traveling around.
So you don't own the tavern, you're just traveling.
Oh, I own the tavern,
selling.
yes, but I have to pay taxes. I have to do a lot of other stuff. I barely make 1 to 2 gold on my prices, and everybody complains still. Or they'll try and buy the cheapest thing out in bulk, so I have nothing left to supply anyone else.
I actually learned some valuable information from this. For example, Because Whiterun has so many people, some of the smaller holds and cities, Morthal in particular, are trying to incentivize people to move there, with lower prices on the products made there. So I decided to make some septums working in the fields outside Whiterun.
Oh yeah. I just bumped into him. He said, "Do you write the report about the infamous butt poker?" I said, yes.
I see.
And then I made my way to Morthal, only to discover that they're apparently suffering from a vampire threat. So I bought what I needed and decided to head towards Solitude instead, as it is the biggest city in Skyrim, and it was relatively close to where I was. I visited the Winking Skeever Inn, where I met a number of interesting folk. Also, huge shout out to Myrielle, who currently runs the Winking Skeever. She has, at least in my experience, the best customer service out of all of the shopkeepers and merchants that I've interacted with.
Thanks, Myrielle. Pleasure. I would say I co-own this establishment, but I don't anymore. I just own it.
Oh, I see.
It's quite unfortunate. My platonic business partner's gone into the farming business.
Huh. What caused that?
Well, we went to court. I was a bit of a lawyer myself, and told the court that the farmer was not doing his job, and so we acquired it.
Ah.
Here you go, Mike.
Alright, thank you very much. You're very kind.
Of course. All yours.
Just by the time I arrived in Solitude, I had already made a number of acquaintances in the various locations I had visited. But I became curious. The cities have many people, but what about the rest of the map? During my travels, I met a number of friendly people. Valkadyn here, I met on my way to Whiterun. We traveled together and he showed me the fields outside Whiterun, where I could work for some easy coin. I also met an orc named OrcQuavious. OrcQuavious was looking for blue mountain flowers to give to his beloved. I actually had a lot of them on me, and I gave them to him.
My lady really just likes the flowers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she's really cleaning my coin packet out.
We had a very friendly chat and then we parted ways. There's a lot of wholesome stuff like that. I also wanted to see if anyone was out in the tundra in the corner of the map. And although there weren't many folks over there, I did meet some interesting people. There was a mercenary, or maybe he was a Dawn Guard member, I'm not really sure. But he was out in the tundra and he told me that he was tracking a vampire.
Alright, well, I'm getting sick of this vampire werewolf shit. Hopefully I can find someone soon. Good day.
Good day. There were also some people gathered at the Shrine of Azura.
Oh, we've got a guest. Hello, my friend.
Greetings.
How do you do?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Wonderful, my friend.
One of them was a Dunmer worshipper of Azura named Teleny Fumunky, who was training to become a priest. The other two, a Khajiit named Keizaal and an Altmer named Celebrimbor, were his traveling companions, friends he had made during his time on the server. The would-be priest gave me the rundown on Daedra lore, and then we ended up talking about the politics of Skyrim for a while, and then the conversation drifted into a debate about which race is superior, which led to a brief fight between Keizaal and Celebrimbor. It was a good time.
It is a noble pursuit, to bring up the lesser races of Skyrim. No offense, guys, obviously. You just, to be true. That is why we're called High Elf.
Well, I thought it was because of the skooma. That's a joke.
A column A, a little bit of column B.
Were Khajiit not made from the leftover elves?
They will. It is a whole thing about the made over from the woodland folk that you call the wood elves that the Eldmeri believe were descended from. But first were made the woodland, but then Azura had the wisdom to change their shape. With the moons, yes?
I'll change the shape of your moon, my friend.
Not at the shrine, Celebrimbor.
We're not standing near it. I mean, I guess we're kind of close. It's this hallowed ground right here.
Dunmer were once, very similar to Altmar at one time.
absolutely. How far are you
Yes.
home?
No. We are blessed. We're the upgrade.
This one, it's hard to tell with the lesser races how old they are, but I would guess you seem like you're maybe 107? Something like that.
I don't even know if Khajiit lived that long.
Khajiit do not live, well, I mean some period, but most Khajiit do not live that long.
How long do you live?
It's like 100 years if you're lucky.
Oh, what's the point? What do you do for a living?
Don't ask Khajiit this.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Do you just
How
like,
much?
You go to the like port district and you're like, do you have any shoes? Do you have any shoes?
Do you get to the Cloud District often? What am I saying? Of course you do.
Celebrimbor lives in the Cloud District.
Yes.
I ended up talking with those guys for quite a while, actually. They were all very friendly and humorous and played their characters very well. I mean, it really felt like I was just talking with some friends. There were also some more shady individuals that I ran into, like this Khajiit who tried to recruit me into a murder cult.
Please follow me into this bush.
It's an odd request.
Yes, I've been watching you for quite some time. Introduce yourself to me.
Were these guys who were looking for someone called the Man Who Sweeps?
Yes, the man that sweeps.
I don't think I do.
Very well, we don't want to hold you any longer. Safe travels,
something?
Myrielle guides you.
Safe travels. If you're in the server and you know who the Man Who Sweeps is, let me know. I'm really curious. I even met an undercover Thalmor Justiciar, who revealed his identity to me because I happen to be a fellow High Elf. I'm not going to show any footage of him because I don't want to blow his cover, just in case someone who happens to know him sees this. I don't want to ruin his op. I know this sort of thing happens for some of the other fantasy races as well. Some orcs have their own clans that you can only join if you're an orc. Then there's the Khajiit merchant caravans and other stuff like that. You can get exclusive access to unique factions based on the character you decide to create, which is actually a really immersive element of this server. There are also plenty of other factions that are joinable as well. Everything I had experienced up to this point was so incredibly refreshing and immersive, but I wanted to test the limits of the server. I wanted to see what would happen if we introduced just a little bit of chaos. After a few sessions by myself, a friend of mine had expressed interest in joining, so I helped him set up the mods and he joined in. Meet Galad Thanriel, Vike's skooma-addicted cousin. Now, I know my friend. He's a bit of a troll. Well, actually, a lot of a troll. I knew that he would test the limits of the law. Almost immediately after meeting up with him, he attacked me and started screaming that I was assaulting him. And some person saw us and went and got the guards.
Oh, alright, fair enough. On we go.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, sir. Keep our streets safe.
Thank you for what you do.
Thank you for your service.
Oh, you can't get us in trouble like that.
Yeah, dude, you're screaming. He's
got
killing
the-
me.
he's
He's
got the
killing me.
guards
Dude.
called
He's gonna
on
take
me,
that
right?
seriously.
Which way do we go? I told you we
They
need
actually came. That's kind of sick.
No, that is really
This
cool.
thing.
After that, he went and started asking random people for skooma.
Someone told us about a Khajiit matching your description. I scammed him.
No, I just got it down.
No? No, you wouldn't be selling any Alexas, would you? Any skooma on the side? Oh, okay.
Oh, do you have skooma though? No, just asking.
Do you have skooma though? You have skooma? I know you carry him. No. You know where a Thalmor can get her fixed?
What?
I need some skooma.
Skooma?
I'm gonna go in the city and walk up to the biggest group I can find. And ask
You have
for
to walk
skooma.
up to guards too.
I will.
And then just play it off as like a joke.
Anybody know where a Thalmor can find some skooma?
if you need potions, you know, I'll be around.
Oh, skooma potion? Skooma potion?
You want skooma?
No.
Yes, yes, yes,
No,
please,
Fire, you
please.
said you wouldn't. Fire, you said you wouldn't.
Please,
You can't.
please, please.
Fire,
Give it to
please.
me, please.
Bro.
He's gotta find sobriety.
I'm
Please,
sorry,
I'll
this
take it off your
guy,
hands. I'll
he's
help
my
you be
cousin.
sober.
I'm trying to get
Please.
him to quit Moon Sugar, and he's having serious
Please,
withdrawals
just
right
a
now.
taste,
It's kind of
just a
bad.
taste.
Listen.
Have you tried eating nightshade petals and chewing on them?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Isn't that poisonous?
Yes, that is poisonous. Don't do that.
So is what you
Listen.
ask, sir. See what I mean, though?
Hold on. So, I mean,
want
I don't
to
know.
quit, but I cannot.
I don't know if it helps with the withdrawals, but I do have cure disease potions. It cured a mute like the other day, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
No skooma in the whole town. Now where will we find some?
What?
The guard.
Was he just?
I think he said something about skooma.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh, no.
We had to end up leaving Windhelm because the guards started looking for us. They're coming after you, Augie. The guards are coming after you.
No, they aren't.
Yes, they are.
You just jump into the...
I jumped off the bridge.
Yeah, I know. They're
don't
talking
know
about
where
it.
I am.
So we made our way to Whiterun. Things didn't get much better there, though. As while I was visiting the blacksmith, Galad ended up running into Dragon's Reach Palace, screaming about them using evil magic and jumping on the tables, which promptly got him arrested. Then I had to go meet with the head of guard to see if I could pay his bail.
Because typically we're not allowed to allow people in the dungeon, but I told him if he identified, I would let you come talk to him.
Unfortunately, though, Galad refused to cooperate with the guards, meaning I wasn't allowed to go see him. He demanded to meet with the head of the guard and then with the Jarl. And somehow, someway, they actually went and got the Jarl. The Jarl who I have still not met. He ended up meeting with my friend and ultimately releasing him, because he changed his entire personality and demeanor when meeting with the Jarl. It was really funny. A few days later, though, we went back to Whiterun and Galad went and sat on the Jarl's throne, which is a grave offense. He was put on trial and his only defense was that he claimed he was possessed during the entire encounter and didn't remember doing anything. He was publicly executed.
Oh, yes. I didn't want to interrupt, of course, with the court here, but absolutely. You do not sit on that throne and expect to live and see another day, in my opinion. And I don't mean to be so political about it, but the fact that he said he was going to do it in other holds, he needs to be executed and made an example of. Makes me sick.
Agreed.
I end the sale.
You have been proven without a shadow of a doubt guilty of treason. You will be executed right here in the Grand Hall. If you'd like to carry out his last rites, please.
Thanks for the warning. To Sovereign
Goodbye.
God. Goodbye.
For the light.
Oh, one more.
Against the dark.
This whole thing was really pretty hilarious for me because I just got to sit back and watch. Different guards came up and testified against him, saying that they recognized him from previous crimes. It was really funny. Seeking a fresh start after having to delete his character, my friend convinced me to switch to the second server, where there are some different factions and leadership. We both made new characters. Meet Crossbow Ocelot and Gideon Thalmare. We were both tailors this time around. Very quickly, we realized that the politics in this server are a bit different than in the other. Just about as soon as we joined in, we found ourselves witnessing a military conflict. An orc clan that apparently rules over Hjalmarch, I think it was, marched on Whiterun. Apparently Whiterun guards had arrested an important member of their clan, although I don't know why. The Jarl came out and met with the chieftain, and they spoke for a while, before agreeing to do a prisoner exchange to avoid a battle. There were hundreds of players here all at once. The game was super laggy, because Skyrim was clearly not designed with something like this in mind. And I'm not going to lie, I really wanted to see a battle. I heard there was a battle in Markarth recently, but I missed it.
Hello there, friend. How can I help you?
Now, there was so much more that happened during all of this, and I have to say that I was incredibly impressed. Sure, the mod is still in its infancy, and it's getting constant updates and tuning, but I was blown away by just how immersive it actually was. Every person was a real person living in this world, having their own unique story. I made some actual friends in this server in just the few weeks that I've played on it, and I actually became more and more comfortable with the role-playing myself over time, even to a point where I was doing a Khajiit voice for my second character. This mod and the people bringing it to life reminded me of something that I think modern gaming has really forgotten the importance of. Community. The social experience. Anyone who ever played multiplayer games back during the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 eras is surely familiar with how gaming used to be. People could and would say anything to anybody. In spite of that, a lot of older games had social features and encouraged community building. So few games in the modern age are built to create friendly, cooperative communities. The gaming industry has traded in the social aspect of gaming for far more sanitized, competitive experiences. People have trouble connecting in the real world right now, because everything is becoming digital. But in that digital world, social features are not being prioritized nearly as much as they probably should be. Whoever had the idea to take a game like Skyrim and turn it into a massive multiplayer server is genius. Everyone already loves Skyrim, but now we can play it with our friends and even random other people. We have the opportunity to make new friends and tell stories in this world that we've come to love over the last 15 years. Yes, Skyrim is almost 15 years old. That's crazy to think about. Not only is this a great modding accomplishment, but it's an accomplishment for all of the players who are involved in this community. If you go to their Discord, they're regularly scheduling events like fairs, hunts, dinner parties, pilgrimages, combat tournaments. There was even a talent show at one point. I even saw that in a few days there's going to be a grand opening ceremony for a casino. It's at Duskglow Crevice, wherever that is. That kind of stuff is cool. The world is completely driven by real-life people, like you and me. It's fun, but it's also incredibly immersive. And the mod is going to be receiving big content updates. I'm personally looking forward to magic becoming a bigger part of the game. The mod isn't perfect. It's got some issues. But it is a fantastic outlet for creativity and community. And that's the point. One of the most satisfying things I saw during my time using Keizaal Online was when I noticed people recognize each other. For example, I was at a tavern and some adventurers came in, and they had clearly befriended the workers at the tavern previously because they were excited and happy to see them again. It was really wholesome. I even had this happen to me, where I ran into some guy that I met earlier in Whiterun, and he said hi to me and asked me what I'd been up to. This experience is unlike anything I've experienced from any other game, and it really can only be found in community-made content like this. So I guess all of this is to say that if you want a fresh Skyrim experience with a fun, wholesome community behind it, you should check out Keizaal Online. Wow, that sounded like an ad read. I promise I am not being paid to make this video. I just think that in a world like ours, we need to value community. We like our solitary escapism. I know I do. But sometimes it's more fulfilling to be with others. Skyrim and other games can offer great stories, memorable characters, fascinating worlds, and more. But they can't give us real relationships with real people. This mod took something solitary and made it cooperative. It reminded me that, even in the real world, we don't have to do everything alone. If you've made it to this point in the video, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you. I plan to make more reviews and retrospective videos over time, and I'm a small channel, so if you appreciated the content, please give it a like and subscribe. That would mean a lot to me. I appreciate you. Take care.